Hey guys, Team Stratos will come at you with another series of what cards to invest in, what cards to have in your trade binder for June. These are picks that I think are going to go up and cards that you should have before they spike in price. So that's what this series is, and I'm going to give you guys about 5 cards roughly to invest in. So for the first one, I want to say is Magical Springs. Now Magical Springs is a pretty old draw card. But what you do is you draw a number of cards equal to the number of face-up spell and traps your opponent controls. Discard as many cards equal to the number of face-up spell and trap cards you control, which in most cases is probably none. So if they have 3 and you have 0, you just basically go +2. But until the end of your opponent's next turn after this card activates, spell cards your opponent controls cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect, and their activation cannot be negated. Now, this card might seem a bit down, but to be fair, that effect might not come into fruition. So this is a great draw card, especially against stuff like maybe even True Draco and, Mystic Mind type decks. So, yeah. First eds, because this came out of Duelist Alliance, are roughly on the market around $1-ish. But it's not really a big wall. Once the first, page is gone, 2-3 playsets, it jumps up to like a $4, $3, $5 card. It's supposed to go 3, 4, 5, but I'm stupid. So yeah, this card, especially for an original printing out of 2015 first ed secret, this is the time to buy it, because once those few listings are gone, this card will never be that cheap again. Now there is the Mega Tin version if you want to invest into that as well. But even that doesn't really have a big wall. It jumps up quite quick once a few copies are bought out. And I'm using the TCG player, by the way, guys. I know it's how a lot of players in at least North America, where I'm from, usually use card prices. A lot of people do use TCG player. I know there's a few other sites. But for this video, I'm mostly going to be following on TCG player, since it's usually the most mainstream, at least in America. So, yeah. Magical Springs, it's a great pickup right now. At the time of the recording, they were $1, but when I looked into this a couple days ago, they were like 50-60 cents. So someone is probably going out to buy these. So, yeah. The second card that I would like to say is definitely a buy. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Is Elemental Hero Stratos Ultimate Rare. Now, this card, I also have 2. I have one in my personal trade binder and one for personal use. This card is, I got mine at 30s. I believe they're like around 40 something now. Where it is, at least on TCG Player, will be somewhere on the screen. But these have been going up slowly, but this is one of the most iconic cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't mean the strongest. Now, Stratos is a very strong card. But what I mean is, there was a huge meme of, of Stratos getting unbanned. It's a meme card. It's great in Heroes. Every Hero player would run the max amount of Stratos that the TCG allows them to. And this is the highest rarity. There's not that many on the market. This card is definitely going to hit $100. I can guarantee that. That is, some of you might be thinking, $100? That's pretty ludicrous. It's not. I've seen iconic cards that are horrible go for like $300 eventually, if you give it enough time. Stratos is used, and imagine if they put this to 3. People are going to want to play a place of Ulti Stratos. They don't want like 2 commons and an Ulti. They're going to buy 2 more. And then it's going to go up a few dollars. A couple people are going to keep buying. And eventually this is going to be a $100 card. Is Stratos going to go 3? I don't really think so. But this is Konami we're talking about. And again, guys, sorry about the background noise. Let's just put logic to the aside for a second. Even if it was going to be at 1 for the rest of our eternity and the rest of our lives, Hero players all around are going to want this card. Alright, Heroes is one of the most iconic decks of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Stratos is one of the most iconic cards even in that iconic deck. So have the max rarity while it's low. It will not get cheaper. Right? So, especially since we know OTS packs are limited too. So, and some people will have theirs lightly played or even mod played. I know there's already damaged Ulti Stratos, and that just hurts me. So pick up your Ultimate Rare Stratos. I know it's a bit of money, definitely. But if you're looking for profit, or even if you're a Hero player, I highly suggest this is a good pickup. And if you guys, by the way, can leave a like for the editing and, what you guys, for this new series. Because the first time I did this series, it didn't roll over too well. I think I only had like 13, 14 views. So if I could see like 5, 6 likes, that would be absolutely wonderful. In the comment section below, what do you guys think of these picks? And what do you guys think people should pick up? Just let me know in the comment section below. So, just going for the third card, I really want to look at Shaddolls, and I want to look at mainly 2 to 3 cards. Now, the first one I want to say is Ultimate Rare Construct. Now, these are going for roughly about $20-ish. I already had my ultis because I was a huge Shadoll player back in the day. I got them when they were mad expensive, when they were like 30s. But this was like years ago, and I absolutely love the deck, and I've always kept my Ultimate Rares. So, yeah, if you guys have seen our Shadoll deck profile, you know, not only is our biggest video on our channel, but you could also see the Shadolls there. I've invested into my Shadolls already, but when Construct goes to 3, people are going to want 3 ulti constructs. They're not just going to want to play 2 and then not run, you know, the third. They're going to want all 3. Guaranteed. So, and again, sorry for the background noise if you guys hear it. I don't know. Usually when I re-record, it doesn't sound too bad, but yeah. People are going to want their 3 ulti constructs. There's not a big page of these, and it's kind of an old ulti. And, you know, when it comes to Shadolls and Burning Abyss and Satar Knights, those are, like, classics for, like, the competitive players. So, grab your ulti constructs while you can. And if that's a little bit of money, my second option would be Shadoll Fusions, because I remember when they were, like, 30-40 cents, and I'm like, yeah, these are going to go up easily. So, I picked up, like, 9. I picked up, like, 3 for $1. I kept picking up, like, 3 for $1. And that was through trade, and now they're, like, $1.50 each, so you know, I made my money already back times 5. And when Shadolls get either some new support, which I don't know if they are, but Construct goes to 3, because I've heard players say they do not want to mess with Shadolls unless they're full power. And we have Super Poly to 2 now. That was amazing for the deck. Once I saw Super Poly at 2, I was like, when we get Construct to 3, this is going to be phenomenal. So, yeah, everyone's going to want to pick up their Constructs, their Shadoll stuff. This can go for Winda too. If even original Windows and original Polys, they're not that much. So pick them up right now, because there's, you know, you're gonna have to play these at 3s. You have to remember that too. So everybody's not gonna buy just 1. They're gonna buy 3, right? And then there's gonna be the smart players like you guys who are listening to this video who have already bought their shit either for resale for yourselves, just to improve your trade binder to get what you actually want, right? Without paying as much, etc. So pick your Shadolls up while you can. The fourth card I want to say is Draco Sack. And you guys might be thinking, why are we going to pick up this garbage? The Super's 30-40 cents. You know, Draco Sack really isn't used at all right now. What can Draco Sack be used in the future with? Well, to that, my friend, I want to say I have no idea. But the reason I want to say Draco Sack is I want you guys to take advantage of the reprint and how it's not getting played. I was able to pick up a secret from the actual pack version of Draco Sack for $1. Now, I didn't think it was $1, but the guy valued at $1. I was like, that's probably a few dollars, maybe. They're money, especially if they're first dead near mint. They are money from first dead Tachyon Galaxy, right? Even if they're like first dead light play, they're still money, right? And even the Megaton version is worth like $4 or $5. Secrets are worth money, but people don't know secrets are worth money. And if there ever comes a time where people want Draco Sacks for anything, people are going to want the max rarity, right? If you can pick these up on either eBay or trade binders for cheap, I highly suggest it. This is a bit of a weird pick, I know, but if you just see someone valuing their secrets at lower prices, or you find a secret Draco Sack for $2, $3, I highly suggest buying it on the max rarity. The supers are plentiful for days, so don't even bother investing into them. Even if Draco Sack became a thing, I highly doubt it would reach even $1. So, yeah. And the fifth final pick that I want to say for this video is Sphere Mode. So, Sphere Mode is a great card. It's basically like you get to tribute 3 of your opponent monsters. You get rid of their field. Sphere Mode is cited quite a lot in competitive play, and we just got a dual power reprint. All the versions went down. The prices are lower than what they should be. And people are still, for some reason, waiting for them to get cheaper. They're about $3.50 for the cheapest version. When you go higher, they're more money. But, you know, Sphere Mode's always going to be used. And when it's cited at 3. It's not like a 1 of or a 2 of. It's cited at 3. And Dual Power, because it got so oversaturated with people buying it because it was an amazing set, the whole set right now is very cheap. So even if you want to go looking at stuff like, even like, for example, Beat Cops, they were like 70 cents. I didn't invest into it. Now they're around almost $3, right? The market oversaturated, and now it's coming back up. Like cards are in dual power that were worth dollars, like Elemental Hero Vion, are now worth around $1.50, $1.60, and going up, right? They're not even done going up. This is just the beginning. In Sphere Mode, just being $3.50 for that good of a sidecar that can clear boards, that to me will be necessary in the meta game, no matter how long that this game lasts. At least to me, I think Kaiju's and Sphere Mode are always going to be relevant, right? Just like, you know, how Valor was. Those cards are always going to go up, right? Those cards might even get reprinted till the end of time, but, you know, having the older versions are going to be worth money. So if you guys want to invest into a great side deck card, at least even for yourselves, and if you're one of those people, because I bet there's going to be one viewer who thinks Sphere Mode's going to go lower. Sphere Mode's not going to go lower. Please buy your shit now, okay? I'm helping you out here. So, yeah, this has been 5 cards, even though there's more cards, technically. 5 cards to have in your trade binder. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe, and I really want to know what you guys think of this series in the comment section below. This is something I just want to try out because I see a lot of people wanting to know what the next big buyout is in the Yu-Gi-Oh! What cards should they buy? What cards should they invest in? That's why I'm having this series, to help you guys out, so you guys know, hey, this is worth money in my old binder. I thought this was like 50 cents, but no, it's worth like $12 or something. That's what this series is trying to give off, and what I'm trying to make for the series. I want people to make smart buys. I want my subscribers to have their cards for less money before they spike up. And some of these are very common picks, but I guess if there's one thing I learned about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community is when it comes to market and market trends, and this may be because I do some things with stocks, they're very oblivious even to the obvious. So I'm not saying you guys are, obviously. You guys are smarter than, hey, you stuck around to the end of the video, so obviously you're not one of those people. But yeah, if you guys love this series, let me know in the comment section below and what you guys thought about my picks. If you guys have any other picks, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.